Hey IED students, today we're going to do a quick video on OnShape. So go ahead and go to the website onshape.com/edu, and in the top right corner click sign in. You already created an account last week and now it brings you to the sign in page. Hopefully you had it remember your email and your password. If you didn't, you can click the forgot password and that kind of thing. But go ahead and sign in. And your area here will probably be pretty blank, or there might have been one kind of test file that you opened up last week. So go ahead and create a folder. And we're going to title this folder Practice. And go ahead and open that folder. And in this folder, we're going to put every document that we're just not really sure what to do with. It's not part of Unit 1, it's not part of a project, but just some practice. And inside this practice folder, go ahead and click the blue Create button, and we're going to create a document. And let's title this document Wednesday. So these documents are where we can create as many parts and as many part files and drawing files as we need. So just a quick tutorial on how we navigate and work through OnShape. I would recommend utilizing a mouse. So if you need to, grab one from the towers on the PCs in front of you and plug it into your laptop. Because what that allows is if you right-click and move your mouse while holding the right-click button, you can rotate really easily instead of having to always use the view cube in the top right corner of OnShape. So let's go ahead and create a quick shape. Click on the front plane and then choose New Sketch. So we see our Sketch 1 plane that is overlapping the front plane. And I will use the view cube to just see this straight on. Here I'm going to create a quick square. So it's called Corner Rectangle. And so go ahead and choose that. Click on the origin and then create a square. So if we want to give this specific sizes, there is a dimensioning button, a dimensioning tool right here. If you hover over it, it tells you what it does, but it also shows you that there is a keyboard shortcut, the lowercase letter D. So if you click D on your keyboard, your cursor changes, it activates that button, and so if you select a segment, you can dimension it. I'm going to call that 2. I'm going to do the same thing for the width. Call that 2 as well. So now we have ourselves a square. Go ahead and click the green check mark, and you can rotate around to see how this looks in space, but it's two-dimensional. So then choose the Extrude button. And once again, if you hover over it, it tells you what it does, and you can click Shift-E to create an extrusion as well. Go ahead and click Extrude, and then we do need to choose the face to extrude. So click on your square. I'm going to turn this into a cube, so I'm going to type a depth of 2, press Enter once, and again, and here we have a cube in space. Let's say I want to add something onto this shape. So on the front face, I'm going to select it and choose New Sketch again. I'm going to look again at the direct front of this. If you're using a mouse, you can use your scroll wheel to zoom in or to zoom out. And everything that we had made on that square is accessible to us here. So I'm going to click on the circle. It's a center point circle, which lets me choose any point to create a circle. All right, so just place it wherever you'd like. The size of it doesn't matter. I just want it to all be on this square. And hit the green check mark. I can extrude this circle into a cylinder if I click the Extrude button, choose the circle, and now I can extrude that as far out as I want. 1 inch seems fine, and click the green check mark. This looks like a button or some type of fidget spinner or something like that. If you want to make a hole or cut material away, select a particular face, click on Sketch. This time I'll hover over the right face to zoom in on. And if your hole is circular, let's go ahead and put in another circle somewhere on that face. Click the green check mark. And this time when we click Extrude, instead of New, we're going to click Remove. and select that circle. Now you can see the arrow is pointing into the cube or into the shape. And you can click on that arrow and change the depth manually. Or if you bring it all the way out, it starts to tell you, hey, there's a problem because these items don't intersect. So let's leave the arrow pointed in however far we want it. Right now it's 0.82 inches. That's fine. And click the green check mark. So those are just a couple of tools that you can use to add material and to cut material away. They're both done by using the Extrude key.